Hello, everyone. Welcome to a marvelous Monday. It's always great to be here again. We miss you last weekend, but we know that you are going to be coming on Monday. And when you're here, it means that things are all good. It means that we all are doing well. So thank you guys so much. We're beginning another wonderful week with wonderful things that are going to be happening. And we thank God for everything, especially the graduation of our precious little ones, our children. A lot of them are graduating. And we also know that some of them are also changing classes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us start with our international music.
Mm-hmm.
We are here. We are on pass. Shining bright.
Melanie's here.
I noticed.
Wow, I'm joined on time today. How are you doing?
You're great. How are you doing, my sister?
Yeah,
Good. It's good to see you.
good to see you too.
I don't see Sister Esther yet, and I see she's here, but she's not showing her face yet. So I'm not saying hi until she does that.
Shining bright. We're a nation, we are rising with one love. We are going so lifting up the melody, let's rise high, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorns, we are the
There you go. In it to win it. Congratulations.
No other thing to win it.
Yep.
Winning it doesn't mean that there'll be no obstacles on the way. Those obstacles are just like stepping stones. You
Well,
step on dirt and you climb higher.
you
So,
can't win without obstacles. It's not, that's not a win.
but we have challenges, right?
Challenges, absolutely. But you
Challenges
know,
are always going to be there. And we
absolutely.
tell them that, you know what, we are up to it and we're going to win it. So thank you
Yeah.
guys so much again for being here today. And congratulations to all our wonderful, wonderful graduate, our children that are graduating this month
Yes.
and next month. It's all graduation month, and we're going to be celebrating them as they go along. And we are here to encourage them that this is just the beginning of what lies ahead of them, the greatness that lies ahead of them. And
Yes.
this is a milestone that
Yes.
we love them for it. We are celebrating it with them, and we are expecting another milestone. Why not the highest? Even there is no highest until you just have to keep going. So thank you guys so much. We really love you. We congratulate you, and we always like people to tell us how their weekend went. A little explanation, not just yes, it went well. What made it go well? And what made it what if it didn't go so well, what happened? For me, my weekend went well, but it was I had a lot to do. But it started on Friday. I attended a Ron Herbert show for the very first time. I was sent
Oh,
the link to attend, and I'm like, you know what? I was tired, but why not? I'm going to attend. But I thank God that Sister Sharon sent the link to me, and I attended, and I thank God that I really attended because Mr. Ash Mufara was there, and uh, I listen very keenly. I pay attention to whatever thing he says. And so I was in tears. The tears were mixed tears, tears of happiness, but also tears of the fact that we need to do more. We need to do more in terms of prayers. We need to do more in terms of gratitude. We need to do more uh, within us, with our families and our grandparents and our grand great parents, because he needs lots of prayers. We know what he's doing in the world, and he's doing it with his heart because he's doing it for the people. When you are doing something good for the world, those who are already playing the game will not want you. And when
Sister Mundi, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can you adjust your mic? Either pull it
oh,
closer or
do you get it?
it's better now. Yes, like
Okay,
that.
I think I need to come closer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, do you
Mm-hmm.
get it? Well,
Very, very well. Very well.
okay, I need to go closer. Yes. So, you know, the cries, the voices, the prayers of the people for people is the prayers of God. And that is what touches the heartstring of God. When he spoke, I know that a lot of people and people think differently. But for me, my interpretation, because I understood what he was saying, I understood exactly what he was saying, and the challenges that are being posed because of what he's trying to do, transforming the world for the better. A lot of people who are the monopolists, who are already playing the game, who are instead of providing the right thing and the clean thing, that safe thing for us and our children, they are using us instead. So when they see somebody like him come along, they're going to make it very tough for him. And so he is at that point, and I ask that we understand, but I also ask that we take him and his family and the building team into prayers, into our families, into our whatever churches, whatever, into our mantle of hope for the family, calling our grandparents, our grand great parents to put all of them in prayers and us. And we are the only one who can do it because we are the founding members of ONPASSIVE. We need to do this. So, and you know, it's a lot that, but I don't want to explain, but I understood exactly what he's going through. So we need to do that. So, and otherwise, I was so busy with my garden. After church service yesterday, I had to be planting watermelons. So I posted the pictures you're going to see. These ones, I bought these plants. They were a little bit grown, which is the kind that I wanted. But the other one was so little. But the planting seed, know that you're planting life into somebody. And when you plant life, you're planting light. you're planting light into the world. And seeds come not just gardening. Gardening is of different kinds. So Ashmafara is doing gardening in a different way, and you can also do it in a different way. And some people is to go feed the hungry, or maybe go visit the homeless shelter. Some people is to gather around with families celebrating birthday, like happy birthday to our beautiful sister here, Sister Yvonne. She celebrated last Friday. Maybe at the end we're going to sing a happy birthday. Let the people really hear our voices, how we're singing on here. We're gonna sing that happy birthday at the end, but we're celebrating you for life, first of all, and secondly, for the amazing job that you're doing here for children, and because you have taken into your heart one of the things that is the best thing in the world, life, which is water. Water is life. Without water, we cannot get anywhere. And this is one of the things for One Global Movement. So thank you so much. And of course, Melanie is here today. We are happy because the internet said, you know what, I'll let you go on there today. And and Sister Esther might be in the background, which is okay. So thank you guys so much for all your contributions. I see it. Another thing, one person called me from a different country and asked me to talk to the 13-year-old daughter. And the little girl was very sweet, nice, and she's happy that she's going to be one of the ambassadors, children ambassadors. And some of those calls that come in, but I always just make sure that I speak to the parents more than once, more than twice, and to the child, because that decision has to be the decision of the family. And so I urge all of us here, whether you're living outside of your country of birth or what, bring those children ambassadors. This is going to do a great thing in the lives of these children, and real ambassadors. And that is what we want to make these children, so that we begin to elevate them. We begin to make them feel that they belong, that they're all inclusive, that they can do wonders because they were created with wonders. So they can explore that. We begin to build their self-esteem and their self-worth, because the world has so damaged a lot of children that they think that they are nothing, and we don't want that here. We take the responsibility of doing this. So bring children ambassadors. Talk with the parents, and you can share our mission and vision statement with them. And little by little, you don't force it, you do it at their own pace. But even if the children are 26, because it's between 5 years and 26, that these children can become ambassadors. But even if they are 21, 22, they must do in collaboration with their parents or whoever they call their families.
Mike, please stay
Oh
where it
my
is.
God. Okay. Oh, okay. So whoever they call their families, these children must do it together with their family. Do you hear me now?
There you go. Clearly.
Okay. Okay. So we do things in collaboration as family. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you're a weak person, or you're a grown up. Why are you telling your parent? You have to, even if your grandparents, that is how families operate. We want to keep family values together. We want to keep the family system together, not to be destroyed, because children grow well when they are in bond and love with their families. And I see, like me, even I still bond with my grandmother. She's 108 and she's going to be 109. I still do that. I still do that because the prayers, the presence, even the air that your elderly people, your parents breathe on you, that is already your blessing. So just so you know. And so artificial intelligence should not come to destroy that. We have to maintain that. Artificial intelligence will work well for us if we maintain that, because it is built based on those kind of values. Very important. So thank you guys so much. We're going to dive into the topic now. Melanie, we chose to, because we have to provide variety to these children. We're going to, any topic that somebody is going to discuss, they can just do the introduction, give a point. We dive into discussion. 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, 3-minute discussion. We do like that so that every child will fit into all this discussion rather than one person just presenting it. It is a way of giving them choices so that they can fit into where they can understand the best. So that's what we're going to be doing. And the people in the chat will be showing their discussions in the chat so that we can come back to them. So we are in O-Academy Revolution Part 126. Part 126, we are going up and up. How can we help our children transform fear and anxiety into fuel and faith with ONPASSIVE?
Yep.
How can we help our children transform the fear and anxiety into fuel like fire, good fire though, not the physical fire, into fuel, focus and have that faith or belief with ONPASSIVE.
Yes.
I always like to start with a little quote. Sometimes I formulate those quotes by myself.
Sure.
Fear is of the mind. It's a state of the mind.
Yes.
But I say, fear, you have the fear, but do it anyway.
Yep.
Do it anyway. Don't let fear immobilize you. Don't let fear limit you. I fear too. Sometimes I'm coming here, I'm fearful because sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say until I open my mouth, So sometimes I'm fearful and I'm sweating, but I'm still going to do it because I know that I'm human. If I make those mistakes, my panelists are here to correct me because it's okay to make those mistakes naturally.
Yes, it is.
God corrected me at the beginning, which is good. We must be open to corrections. And I love that because when somebody corrects you, it means they love you. But provided they correct you in a very positive way, that is a good thing. So now transforming fear and anxiety into fuel, focus, and faith using AI involves leveraging AI tools and techniques to provide support, guidance, and resources tailored to children's needs, tailored particularly to children's needs. And how do we do that? Number one, understanding and identifying emotions.
Yep.
Now, we know that in the secular educational system, especially when a child is in school or they are taking an exam, you don't know the state at which those children are sitting for those exams. You don't even know if that child ate or not. You don't know if they are well or not, but they still have to sit for that exam. With ONPASSIVE AI tools in O-CADEMY or ONED, OJoy, OCreate, and all of those beautiful products, you will have these algorithms that will be able to tell if the child is having some emotional disturbances or the sensor. They're going to sense them to see what particular way do they want to do. Are they ready for the exams? Did they do well in order for them to sit? Because the essence here with ONPASSIVE is to see people succeed. See children succeed academically, not to say go sit for an exam. Oh, you fail. You have a B. You have an A. You have a D. You have an F. Those things alone break down the child if they know that they didn't pass. And those grades, the grading system is not very good, but at least it is somewhere to start and do better. So. AI can help identify and understand the emotional states of children through sentiment analysis. AI-powered sentiment analysis tools can evaluate written or spoken words to detect anxiety or fear in children. These tools can analyze conversations, text, or societal or social media posts to identify signs of discussion. And it's already doing it. We can see when we post those hashtags, for instance, and you keep doing the same good hashtag, what happens? By the time you go to type the same hashtag, they already show you, you're doing good here. Now you just click on the hashtag and it comes. It's the same thing too with children. So emotional recognition, AI system using facial recognition technology can detect emotions by analyzing facial expressions, providing real-time feedback to parents or doctors or students or engineers or farmers like me or whatever. We can do that, So ONPASSIVE AI, because it is built centered on children and therefore humans, it's going to do a lot of things that is based on human needs. Profit is the last thing, like our CEO says, and we are seeing it, and we here too are following in the same footsteps to do that. So I'm going to throw it down onto the panelists here. We want to begin to discuss how this can do. Give your own points, share the same point of view from your own perspective, the way you understand, so that we everybody here can fall within what we are discussing here to choose the
Okay.
best understand. Thank you.
Okay, Sister Melanie, I see you there. So I'm not sure how stable your internet is, so please go ahead, just in case you get kicked away.
Can you go ahead? I'll come after you.
Okay, all right. So I'm just going to reiterate the topic. It says, how can we help our children transform fear and anxiety into fuel, focus, and faith? And we're going to do that with ONPASSIVE as part of that. I'll just remain low tech for a while and not go techie until I say what. Because, I mean, first of all, we have to acknowledge to the children, that this is a normal thing. Don't discount it. Don't shoo them away. Don't act as if you don't have it, as you just said, Sister Mundih. We all experience it that. So we have to validate that emotion for them, the anxiety, the fear, first day of school, whatever. We can make it the same as if when we have a new job change. It's the same thing and how we go through it. I would like to quote from the scriptures where it says, we have not been given a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Now that covers all the things that we need. We have power to overcome. The Bible says we already overcomers, as a matter of fact. So we just have to, as usual, model that for our children. This is where it starts. And I just love that these topics are being repeated over and over, because children learn when they see us do it, and they learn by repetition. And we just have to be honest, right? Connect with them, get down and speak to them and say, yes, I felt fear when I first started this job, or I didn't get this promotion and I felt I'm going to lose my job. And they feel the same things in school or university or whatever. So this is just a connection and a collaboration where we say we are all humans, different stages of our lives. So one of the ways we can validate children and make them feel competent and lack fear is when they become very competent in something. So find out what they like to do. And that is going to be where ONPASSIVE will come in, because everybody can have personalized training. And they can become very competent, very skilled. Of course, we don't want them to become one-sided. We want them to have balanced life. But everybody has been put on this earth with a special calling, or more than one. And so for them to exemplify that, learn about it, and say, this is what I can give to the world, even when they have fear about other things, this is what they feel. They feel empowered and powerful, right? And then they're going to share with love to the world. And then they're going to share with power and love, and their sound mind, empowered and widened and broadened all the time because of the products in ONPASSIVE or Connect. They can get together, and learn things and share information, enjoy for fun, whatever. ONPASSIVE is the biggest thing about ONPASSIVE is the cleanness and the purity of it. We never have to worry about our children being abused or being misled, given wrong information. So it's just going to be a perfect storm in a good sense. So thank you for listening.
I so love that, because with everything in life, as we know, that foundation, that foundation is number one. You can go and have 10 PhDs. If you don't have that foundation, you're not going to be happy with yourself. The moral foundation to know that you are human, just like the other person, and mistakes are okay, because that is the way we learn and grow. We really want, I don't know, I keep thinking of ways that we really want to instill this into the hearts and minds and into the souls of our children, because our children have been so bombarded left and right to make them feel inferior, to make them feel that they don't matter, to make them feel that certain things don't belong to them. We want to be able to really, really raise this, and ONPASSIVE has been set to do just that.
Yes. Dr. Mundih, children learn competition at such an early age. Why? Yes. When they're all going to grow up and offer different things to the world. Nobody is a cookie cutter. So why would they be competing? And why some adults actually encourage that? It is wrong, and it puts so much pressure on these little ones. They don't even have time to develop who they are. I hate it. I'm sorry, that's a strong word, but that's how I feel. Competition should not be a part of their, they should excel, they should do their best, but it shouldn't be against somebody else. It should be them developing who they are.
Yes. And like you said, it's up to us.
It
No
always
children
is.
are born on a clean slate,
Yes.
very innocent. If you see a child doing what they are doing, we did it. The parents, the caregiver, the adults, or institutions have done it to these children, and it is sad because you already instill mental illness in children at a very young age. No child is born to hate somebody. No child. If you look at a child that sees a baby, the child doesn't stop to say this baby is red, green, black, white, or whatever. The child just go in a very natural way and just hold this baby very warmly and is really loving this baby. I've seen that a lot.
Yes, I have too.
Begin to instill bad things in these children. Look at Mr. Ashmufara. His charisma and behavior is that of an innocent child, just doing it because that is the right thing to do. I like to watch a lot of things. I research. I see this little boy here in the United States. This boy is only 6 years old, but he, from a very young age, he wants to feed the hungry, and he kept bothering the parents. Mommy, Daddy, I wanna go give sandwiches to the hungry. He even raised money, but he's a Superman. He will give this hand well wrapped and clean. He just hand them out to people that are passing. Don't forget to show love. And he gives the next person, don't forget to show love.
I love that. Yes.
For
there you go.
hundreds of times, never getting tired. A little boy, and the journalist came and asked, why did you do that? He said, I think that's just the right thing to do. Imagine. He didn't say, let me give it here. Let me not give it here. Melanie, go ahead, sister.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sister Yvonne. We know that every child, when he's born in an environment that is not good. And when every child is born innocent, but he is corrupted by the environment. So we need to train our children when they are born and bring them to overcome fear. Because this fear is something that brings them down. Every person, child and adult, is going to feel anxious at some point. That means that this anxiety, fear is not only concerning children, but even adults. But children are the most affected. They are the most affected, but they are the innocent people who are in the world and who have to benefit all the advantage that the world should bring to them. So what do we do from this? Because what differentiates normal from problematic anxiety is the degree to which the anxiety interferes with functioning that we would expect for a child or development stage. Children with anxiety disorder inevitably began to avoid situations, things, people, and places that make them anxious. So what do we do in this kind of situation? Remember that ONPASSIVE has brought us something very big. When our CEO says that I'm bringing something, I want actually to put, I'm going to put away all, I may say, all the problem, I want actually everyone to benefit from what I am doing. That means that I want to put aside the poverty. When he's speaking about poverty, actually, our children are the most affected. They are the most affected because they are born in societies where they cannot benefit education. They are born in societies where, especially as in Africa, where they are not getting all the basic needs for them to eat, for their growth. So you see, when we see that this technology that is going to come, if we don't train well our children to embrace the change in their life, if they fear to embrace this change, they will remain behind. What do we do to bring them avoid fear? Is actually, as Sister Yvonne was saying, bring them to go into competition. That competition should not bring fear to them, but should make them be open to embrace change and to see that things that are coming are going to be benefit. But if they are not well trained, they won't get anything from it. because the Bible itself tells us that fear does not come from God, but fear comes from the evil spirits. So for us to avoid fear, we need to teach our children to also love God, because He is the wisdom giver. The moment you love Him, the moment you open your heart to avoid any kind that will interfere with your thinking, you will actually have wisdom. So we have the duty to train our children so that they be open to embrace the change, because this technology that is coming is going to shake all the world. So we need all to embrace the change so that even our children may fit in. They may fit in for their development, so that they may be able also to achieve their dreams. And also we need to help them to set goals. We need to help them to know that the life is into their hands, but they cannot be able to achieve it if they are grown with fear, if they are not open to accept what is coming, if they are not ready to learn and to know what is coming, the changes that is coming in the world. So as parents, we need to bring our children in environment where they should avoid fear. Instead, they should build confidence in themselves so that they may be able to catch up with the development of the world.
Thank you so much. And before I go to Esther, I'd really like to comment on what you just said. I so love it. And I love everything here that is said, because this is what we want for our children. Fear is something that is there. It's going to be there. What I would like is one of the emotions. And we want our children to know that it's going to be there, but still feel the fear. Do it anyways. Do it. Don't give up. And we, the parents, especially from conception, sometimes studies have shown that when you're going to conceive a child in fear or in uncertainty, fear begins in a child at a very young age. We want to make sure that our children are conceived in a very loving, in a very bold, not in a negative way. It's all in the mindset. Your environment, immediate environment, is your mindset and your soul. We want to make sure we conceive our children in an environment that says we fear God, because nothing bad can come against me so long as I have God with me. Even if the fear comes, I'm still going to do it. This is very important. We always stress the fact it starts with us. And I want to say something. And parents, all of us here, all what we are always teaching here, it doesn't just come like that overnight to children, especially these children that have been contaminated a lot. Even those that have not been contaminated, they still have that fear. Let us let them, with love, understand these things at their own pace. They might understand one thing and not the other. We are just here to keep talking about these things. And you will realize that a lot of the things that we talk about, most of the points or characteristics are, like Sister Yvonne said, are the same. You're talking about resilience. You're talking about prayers. You're talking about gratitude. You're talking about determination. You're talking about love. All those things must be. That's a package. But sometimes when things go the other way, maybe because, just maybe, it can be anything, and it doesn't happen, let the child do it at their own pace. But love is number one, which we all must give, no matter what. So it starts from there. So Sister S, if you were listening, we were saying that we're trying to change the way we're going to be doing things here, so that we don't lecture and lecture. So we're just going to, somebody raises a point, we discuss. If anybody has to contribute, they contribute, or they do their own point, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then we keep just going like that, so that everybody can fit in, or every child can fit in, instead of presenting. Thank you. Oh, unmute. Can you? she's dealing with the children. Say, go, get away from here.
I know, but we can see it. So
just the looks.
You know, when you are in their midst, you cannot just.
No, you cannot.
It's crazy anyway. Well, thank you, my sisters, for always being here on time. There's really not much I can do. I have to handle the situation. It's
Of course,
multitasking.
as Sister Mundih is always saying, do what you must first. Yes.
Honestly. Yeah.
They can sit with you.
Another,
If they want to sit with you, they can come and sit with you too. We can't send them away.
they're always demanding for one thing or the other. They don't want to see. When you call them, they run away. Especially as they're coming in from school. It's crazy.
Oh, yes, yes.
Anyway, yeah, this our lovely topic today is really, really important because
Yes, it is.
a lot of children all over the world, there are a lot of children, let's say not less than 60% of children always have fears, anxiety about what their education and their future is going to be. But we can reassure them today that they have a solution through ONPASSIVE creation. The AI ONPASSIVE have a lot to tackle this fear, this anxiety our children entertain all the time, especially in relation to education, exams, studying. This is a major area of concern. Having said that, I know people have addressed a lot of these aspects, but maybe I could start from other aspects. Some things like creative expression and art therapy. Looking at this, AI can help children develop programs that use AI to assist children in expressing their emotions through art and music. Creative expression can be a powerful outlet for anxiety and can help children channel their emotions constructively. You see, when you are in a gathering, let's say you are not just feeling yourself in a day and you decide to go out there and there happen to be maybe a music concert going on or anything, or even in the church, when the choir is singing, chorus is coming, you see that your spirit is lifted. Whatever be your worries or desires as at the time, you see that it will fizzle away at that point in time. So I strongly believe that with AI, ONPASSIVE AI, with all these arts and designs, the children are going to remove fear and anxiety that has been worrying them. The another one is like visual art music therapy sections. The AI will provide visual sessions where children can engage in art and music therapy guided by AI-based tools and professional therapists. These sessions can help children explore their feelings and build emotional resilience. A customized learning paths. ONPASSIVE AI can also create customized learning paths that adapt in real time to a child's emotional state and learning pace. This ensures that children do not feel overwhelmed and can learn in a way that suits them best. Stress-free assessment tools. The AI can implement assessment tools that focus on growth and learning rather than just grades. AI can provide insights into a child's progress without adding pressure, helping to reduce fear of failure. AI-guided medication apps. Develop apps. AI can develop apps that guide children through mindfulness and meditation exercises. These practices can help children calm their minds, focus better, and reduce anxiety. We also have some points like AI-powered self-emotional learning. That is what this is called self-emotional learning. AI can create social emotional learning programs that teach children skills such as empathy, self-awareness, emotional regulations. These programs can be tailored by AI to meet the specific needs of each child. This same AI will also use this to design interactive activities that teach children how to handle stress, communicate effectively, and build healthy relationships. AI integrated physical fitness programs. AI can also help to develop these programs that will incorporate physical activity into daily routines. Physical exercise is proven to reduce anxiety and improve mental health.
Yeah.
AI can personalize fitness plans and track progress also in children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about visual sports and movement games. AI can create visual sports and movement games that encourage children to stay active and have fun, helping to alleviate stress and build confidence. I don't know if we still have time. If we have time, maybe I can go
Yeah,
on.
we 2 minutes a conversation, then we can go around because
Okay.
you can raise one
Yeah.
point and then we just chip in from different angles, make it
Yeah,
more
that's fine.
exciting.
So I can stop here now and let's throw the.
Yeah, we can go around. Anybody wants to talk on what she's just talked on?
Well, I can see that Sister Esther is really focused on the technology part of it, and that's fine. But I am still going to have to stress the human side. We don't want to get out of balance. And otherwise, we end up with the same place where we were because parents or grown-ups have been carting off their children to early school and other caregivers and never spending any time with them. It's still about the balance and the family. Those are all nice additions, and I totally agree with them, right? Because I'm not against the technology. I love the technology. But we have to maintain that balance, the human balance. And I'm sure Mr. Mufar agrees with that. When you used to come to the older webinars, he always had his two boys there, and he was very proud of them. And they were well behaved. They didn't disrupt anything, but he would always turn aside, just like what Mr. Damodar does.
Yes.
He would turn aside and acknowledge them. We have to remember, we are not raising little AIs. We are raising the future human beings. They are supposed to be the masters of these, not be mastered by them. And that is the thing that human beings tend to do. We always aim towards the new thing and forget about the reason why we had the older thing. It's balance, human and AI. It's a good mix, but we must be in charge. Otherwise, we're going to face the future that some of these scary science fiction shows are showing us. And I don't want any part of that. So let us.
You're right. You're right. For all these points we are mentioning to be effective, there has to be parental education training.
Thank you,
to
sister.
guide their children on how to go about this. And I also strongly believe that AI is going to offer training for parents and educators on how to support children dealing with anxiety.
Okay.
So these programs can provide strategies for creating a supportive environment and recognizing signs of distress.
I'm all for that, sister. Thank you.
Yep, that is we are. You can see the mothers here; they're not joking, because no matter what, no matter what, nothing can ever substitute for human relationship.
Nothing.
We see in the world. We have this video. I still have it. We played it in one of our O-Connect webinars. You see disorders that little kids are already having. Because we, the parents, we relegate our children into the hands of these gadgets to babysit our children. You see a child is trying to sleep. The child cannot get a good REM sleep. And when you don't get sleep, even as a adult, what happens? Anxiety, fear comes. You see,
and worse diseases.
Yes. This child is really sleeping, but going like this.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
That. And then you see the other child. He's only 5.
Yes.
And the mother says, "Can you put that away?"
Oh, and he tantrum.
He said, "Dare you?" Imagine a child telling a mother, "I dare you."
Exactly.
You allowed that to happen in the first place. That's why they say the very first 5 years of life, not even there. I have to start from the womb. What are you doing when that baby is in your womb? It matters a lot. We must. AI is good. I love it because I myself am benefiting from technology that I never.
Of course,
before.
absolutely.
I love it, but as with any other thing in life, if you don't strike that balance, that thing is going to consume us and our children. We need to do that. Yes, just like you mentioned, I've seen Mr. Ash Mufara one time. He said, "Oh, there's a naked human being here."
I remember
talking about the sun came around. Children don't know anything, and he said, he had to pay attention to that child. That's why we all are also saying here that if our children come, Even if they make a little noise, that's okay. That's the way they grow. They come with us here. We pay attention to them. So, Sister Esther, you brought that parental control thing, so important. And there are things that we can put, and I'm sure ONPASSIVE is going to do it. You put on your child's phone, but we don't have to put it without explaining it to them. Otherwise, doing things in hiding is not going to help the child.
No.
You gotta tell the child, this is what I'm doing, this because of this. Like I used to tell my son when he was little, I'm going to whip you on your palms. He said, oh, Mommy, already. I said, why? he says, either he's showing his hand already or he's showing his places that I used to beat him. He would just say, Mommy. I said, why are you showing your hand? Why are you showing your butt? I didn't say a word. I said, I already know, Mommy. I already know because I did this again. You know. And so, when you communicate with children that way, you are disciplining them with love.
Yeah, exactly.
That family relationship. We must continue to stress this out here. And I'm so happy that all of you are we are doing the same thing.
Yes,
because this AI is an aid. It's going to help us and our children. But guess what? Don't tell the child, go do that when you're not doing it. Exactly. There has to be time to eat. There has to be time to sleep. There has to be time to use AI to do your work or your schoolwork. There has to be time for everything on the surface of the earth. God started with creation. Time to create, time to step back to look, time to separate the water, time for everything.
Time for everything. Exactly.
It's very, very important. So, come on, guys.
So that's me.
Yeah. If you guys have any points again, you can contribute. Otherwise, I think ONPASSIVE AI is going to do a lot because especially when they personalize the support and intervention, look at, for instance, the chatbot or virtual assistant, AI-driven chatbots can provide children with immediate personalized responses and coping strategies that they can manage their anxiety and their stress at the same time. But sometimes it cannot be managed if we don't put our hands there. You have to put your hand there. Otherwise, these things will not work well for the children, you know?
Absolutely. We also have, in addition to the chatbot, we also have what is called resource libraries. You know, AI can also help to build all these extensive resource libraries with articles, videos, and guides on managing child anxiety. So all curated and personalized by AI to address specific concerns. You know, when children have all these things and they are able to go to the libraries or even the visual ones, either the physical library or Google them out, you know, through AI ONPASSIVE, they'll be able to get these things that will calm them down. You understand? So these are part of the things AI is going to do. So there is no more fear for our children or any entertaining anxiety in what their future is going to be, whether they are going to be graded in any form, in any way. AI is going to mellow all these things down for them so that they will be relaxed and study in a very palatable environment.
Yes, we are glad. I'm so happy just for the purity of ONPASSIVE and safety. But one thing I must say, when we are drawing, we have family activities and games. Let us include ourselves, especially when these kids are young, when they are close to us, or even when they are not close to us. We have to have a family schedule where we come together. If they are not close, once a week to do something on this ONPASSIVE AI or something. Melanie, I'm sorry. Come back. And we do things as a family. Family thing that must be done, and dinner is one of them that is very important. But we have to have personalized family games, like our children. We watch them, we know what they like. If a child is gravitating towards engineering, what kind of engineering games can we do? Because when you start playing that game, the tendency is that AI is going to know that this is what you're doing, and they will do it in such a way that you will like. So when we do it together as a family, even if we don't know, let the children laugh at us. Say, like my son say, Mommy, but you are highly educated. How come you don't know? I don't know because it's not my language. I wasn't born.
Nobody knows everything. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's not possible. And also another thing is, don't assume that the AI is always correct, because even now when I'm using the ChatGPT sometimes for research or to craft a certain thing, it will tell you that it has a margin of error. So it's a good thing that we still know what we're talking about, have the children discuss with us, and then we all on the same page. Don't just say, you know, go do your research. No, the conversation, and I mean, because ONPASSIVE is promising that we're going to have time and financial freedom. We're going to have that time. What are we going to do with it? We're going to be spending it more time interacting with our young people, right? And we're going to give them the benefit of our experience, because as we know, we've had challenges and we've had to overcome them. And then this will stand in good stead to help them get that foundation that this is not going to kill you. We have to learn how to overcome this, and we collaborate. Now that's when we collaborate, right? AI is going to be a tool. We must keep it as a tool, please.
Yes, it's a tool. Yes, it is. And one thing, we know the different background that we grow in. We know how we're brought up, especially the men. I am asking that you just be you.
Yep.
If we instill high moral values and ethical standards in our kids, let us allow them to be themselves. Don't train a child and you try for the child to behave like you. Don't do that. Let the child forge their own path and their own identity in life. And even though they're going to fail, let them fail, and so that they can pick themselves back up and do it again. Because at times, unknowingly, parents trying for their children to behave. They didn't see me doing this. No, God gave you a different.
Welcome back, Melanie.
Yes. God gave you a different heart. So let us guide our children, but let them lead the way and find their own identity in life, but finding that identity with pride and dignity, to know that they have what it takes to do things.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that I take an example from my mother. She wasn't educated, but she thinks that certain things have to just be a particular way. There are different ways of doing things, because if we just say, do it like the way I do it, the world would be boring. Kids would not want to learn. So let kids do things, so long as they're not hurting themselves, they're not hurting anybody. AI is going to change. AI is being built by human beings, and knowledge by human beings. Our kids, they're going to grow up in a different world. They're going to even counteract Mr. Ashmufara and bring something better again. Who knows?
Of course. The other side of AI is machine learning. I mean, they are machines, and they are going to learn, because I even see some of the changes now. Depending on how you prompt the ChatGPT, you will get a better crafted article or ad or whatever, because they learn. I have a conversation with ChatGPT all the time.
How do you do that? Conversing like this?
No. I mean, the prompt you put in there, what you ask them to do. And I mean, they will answer back. And I realized that even from the time that they first came out and I started using it, I see that some of the answers are more humanized, if you want to call it that. They're understanding you more. And I think they even understand your personality. It's a marvelous tool.
Uniqueness is so good. Let us not try to change our children, because you told me about that ChatGPT.
Yes, I love it.
I heard about it before, but I did not pay attention. I said no. And now you talked to me about it, and I said, Then I worded the question differently. It is exactly so humanized, like you said. Even put in the scriptures. I put in the scriptures.
Yes.
And then the interpretation.
Yes.
The commentaries. Oh my goodness. And I so loved it, because that was what I was thinking. And here AI took it. How did it happen? You know?
Yes.
So
it's making those connections, almost as if when we form those neural pathways, they're doing the same thing.
Yes,
it's learning how you speak.
I'm so happy, because when we build this foundation of love and closeness with our children, the rest of the other things will become seamless. I'm telling you, we don't have to, go put that gadget there, go do it. What did you do from the beginning?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very important for us here. So, oh my God, this conversation is good. Melanie, you better not go. What do you have, Melanie?
What I wanted to add is that this AI will benefit all children all over the world. Remember, there are children who have never even seen a computer.
I know.
And when he saw it, they even fear to touch. They don't know how to go through. And also remember, the world is going digital. So if the world is going digital and the AI is coming, what are we doing for these children who are facing those kind of challenges? Right. So it's up to us to work such as we can remove fear unto them, because there will always be fear with them. Fear, anxiety, the problem of, these things that are coming, how am I going to face? How am I going to catch up? How am I going to learn this? How am I going to be able to compete with others? So all this comes from us parents.
Yes,
How do we
does.
train our children so
Yes.
that they may be able to cope with this change?
Yes.
Yeah, while we are discussing about this, it just crossed my mind. Like Melanie just mentioned now, there are a lot of children in the remote areas of the world that have not even seen electricity, not to talk of having access to computer or to any gadget. So this is a big question now on us that wants to, create this kind of standards for the children all over the world to access internet, to access electricity and ONPASSIVE AI.
Yeah.
So let us from today start thinking of what we can do to reach out to these children, to start teaching them from letter 1 to letter 2 on how to operate a computer, technology, all those things, so that they can follow others in benefiting from what AI is going to give to them. So it's a thing that we'll have to start thinking now, how do we do this? But I know with time, in addition to our own personal effort as one global movement, we also know that ONPASSIVE is going to help us to reach out to these children at the suburbs of the world, so that they can be outstanding without feeling inferior when they meet others that are exposed.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm so happy.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I think that the only thing is to be hands-on about it. People who have inroads into these communities or whatever, you're going to actually have to go there. I mean, if you were saying that the people, they don't have electricity, or even if they get that, they don't even know, they probably won't have a laptop. I know that Francis Stay, he has, every now and then he has and I think also Pastor Paul 360, they are very hands-on and they go to their communities. Francis Stay is in Singapore and Pastor Paul is in Abuja. Where is that? Is it Africa? Is it Nigeria?
The truth is, Pastor
Abuja
Paul
is
Paul is in the city in a city, Nigerian city. So he wouldn't be able to reach out to these people.
Yeah,
I think one thing one global movement should do, when we are balanced, we are going to reach out to some people that we will trust.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And trust is being that they are going to be committed, signing agreements and all whatnot. We might have to get some laptops or computers, put it in centers, and these people will be able to reach these children and bring them on the days that are suitable for them to teach them one by one ABC on how to operate.
Absolutely. It's going to be hands-on. It's going to be hands-on. It can't be any other way. Yes. Sorry, Dr.
Yeah, that's okay. No, sorry. That's the conversation is good that way. I am just so happy because one of the programs for One Global Movement is I want to start it here, even though they really don't need it here, but still, I got to start from home, and home to me now is here. One of the programs to get a building, and we get iPads.
Right.
Every iPad for every child. But they keep it there. They don't take it home to renew.
It will be there. They will not take it home.
Yes. But if they
at a certain stage,
responsible and they sign before they take it home, and they have to have a One Global Movement card to show that they are children that belong there. And so that is one of the programs to find a good building. That's why I say a school with a dinner table, a supper table.
Yes, I hear you.
This thing. So that when the child comes, they know that, oh, wow, I'm going to learn this, or I'm going to use this to do my research or to do my homework or whatever. And then, or I'm going to learn this. Just that 30 minutes or 1 hour hands-on AI or the computer is going to help the children. And they know they're going to be done. They're going to eat supper, eat well, organically produced food that are prepared from the heart. And then they go home and sleep peacefully and also give that break to their parents or their caregivers.
Absolutely.
I think that's going to do a whole lot, because when you feed somebody, you love that person. Food is love. Food is everything. So these kids, we're going to do that, Esther. That is one of the programs. If the object is right in the objectives for One Global Movement, we're going to do it. And we have to start in the remote areas. When Melanie was speaking, I point to myself that I was somebody that was afraid to click the computer.
Of
I wasn't
course.
using the computer.
You don't know it, yeah.
Coming to school here, I was using it to do my research, to write my papers, but I didn't know any other way. But then when ONPASSIVE started, they were talking about all these technical things. I had the anxiety, I had the fear that if I touch that button, something is going to happen. And they say, do it, Mundih, do it. I said,
it
no.
will not break.
Are you going to disappear? Even my son said, Mommy, come on now, Mommy. And then my son will come and take my hand and go there. See, go anywhere. But
we're laughing, Dr. Mundih, but that has happened in every season of this technology, because I remember when I was first working, and at first we only had the intranet, that's only in the company. But then once it started going outside, oh my gosh, people were so panicked and they were afraid. And then if the computer would go down and you would call the technicians, and the technician would just say, because they want you to see if the computer is working, so they would be doing it remotely, and they would say, press any key. And these adult people would say, which is the any key?
No, it's true. It's true, yeah.
Which is because you don't know. And then they've gone on, of course, to become poly trainers themselves.
But it's no one's fault, my dear sister. It's no
of
one's
course,
fault.
it's no one's fault.
Let me give you my experience. During COVID, the company asked some employees to work from home.
Yeah.
So we were giving our own laptops, like somebody like me that is disabled. They set up my workstation and everything. Yeah. So
you have challenges. You're not disabled.
She'll correct that later. She'll correct that later.
Especially able person. Anyway, keep it there. Anyway, so now these people have to come in the technology part of the company have to call every staff while they are working from home to set up the connection, linking the company and you. So while they are doing remotely, they'll be asking you to press this button, press that button. Of course, you did not do any computer science. You did not do that. You understand me? So you will be asking, which button is this you want me to press? When they ask you to press, you press another one, and you get the password wrong. So you start from the beginning again. You that have been using computer for ages, and you have to face all these problems. So not to talk of a child that have not even laid their hand on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are laughing. I didn't finish my story, but here's what happened. I was so bent. I said, no, this is what I've been waiting for my entire life, to carry the mantle of hope to women and children of the world. And I have this opportunity. I have to know this thing. Sometimes
determination.
Yes, I started crying like a child. And my son says, Mommy, if you're going to cry, I'm not going to help you. But then I was determined, and then people kept encouraging me. One of those people was Colin's mother. Colin says, sister, press that thing. You're not going to break anything. And I was encouraged, and other people encouraged. And now I fly over those keys. I don't
there you go.
know a lot of things to do. So, we're learning these things, and our children will be the ones who will be teaching us as adults. I'm telling you, they just get it. They just get it. So I really love this conversation. So let's strike the balance. Don't relegate your foot to the computer. So if you guys have anything, just continue to contribute while I'm also going ahead to appreciate.
Yeah, we have a lot of contributions on the chat. Maybe.
Okay, let me go
start reading them.
Our brother Tarunja. Tarun is a guy, right?
Yes, Tarun is a boy. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Welcome, Tarun, and thank you for always being the first person here. We have Joyed Up. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us here. And of course, the managing director is here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart today. Please feel free to comment here in the chat and express yourself. Speak with your heart. Yes, speak with your heart. Speak with your soul and your entire being. Greetings all and welcome, and thanks for your consistent support for One Global Movement, where we #Speak with Heart for all children and young people. And please join us in discussing today's topic. Skip to content. How can we help our children transform fear and anxiety into fuel, focus, and faith with ONPASSIVE. We see that every day because we are living it. And of course, Melanie Mukamugema is here today. How are you? Hello, Yvonne Mundih, Yvonne Finn, John Barilla, and all those who will be on today's One Global panel. Thank you so much. Melanie, you can be here too, except you're at work. Everybody's free to be here, you know. Hello to all those present here in the charts. Thank you. And yes, blessings, and we love you. And of course, we have a Sir AP Mahusa Danan. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for all your contribution and all the webinars that we find you there. We highly appreciate you. And we have Vinay Kumar. How are you, Vinay? Welcome here, brother. We highly appreciate you. Come again and encourage all families and children in your area to come here. And I'm sure Ash Mukara is going to like what we are doing here because this is the top reason why he will ONPASSIVE to transform the future for the best. Thank you. And of course, Nancy Jody, the dancing queen, is here. Hello, Nancy. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. I'm happy to have you. Sir Madan, how are you? Thank you so much. ONPASSIVE family. Namaskar. Good evening, all. Namaskar, sir. Thank you. And we have Maxie Smith here. Thank you so much for being with us today, Maxie Smith. Don't forget to press the big thumbs up, the like, do that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so that you can help us help the children better. Thank you so much. And don't forget to also subscribe. And let me go here. Sister Esther says, welcome everyone to our today's hashtag One Global Movement, where we hashtag speak with heart for the children of the world for the purpose of reassuring them of a better tomorrow without fear. Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you. Oh, my tummy is grumbling. I didn't eat breakfast. We'll be with you shortly, just dealing with compulsory home stuff, guys. Right? And
funny.
welcome, Queen Nancy Jody, and congratulations to your graduating daughter. Congratulations to our beautiful daughter, Emma. Yes, that was a wonderful achievement. Hooray.
Yes.
And hashtag celebrate milestones with Emma. Thank you so much.
There we go.
And welcome to all our panelists, Dr. Mundih, our sister Yvonne Finn, and our dear Melanie, also expecting Mr. Divya. And sure, Managing Director is watching and picking up all necessary what? Okay, I think continuation, but I don't know what.
It's continued, yes.
ONPASSIVE family, Namaskar, mother of all business, we are so in it to win it. Yes, we are so in it to win it. Thank you so much. My weekend was joyous because it was my birthday weekend celebration with family and friends. But you didn't invite me. And I was sitting here.
You're in the States, really?
The world is a global village now.
Yeah, but you have your family there. Your son is home.
We can fly there. Okay, thank you, Queen Yvonne Finn. Kindergarten graduation is awesome. What about a master's degree? Is beyond measure. I just said thank you to my wonderful God. Yes, yes,
Amen.
it is wonderful. Thank you so much. And Mr. Ash Mufara is aiming to be the correction to the corruption. Yes, and we all are going to do the same because we are called. We've been called to do that. And thank you. Yes. And then we have Kenita Momin. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we have, what did Nancy say? Happy belated birthday, Queen Finn, Yvonne Finn, many more. Good health, strength, happiness, wealth. I love you, my sister. Yes, we all love her.
Thank you.
Love her. And we have Telian. Well, maybe the launching of the Telian, the mommies is coming. Telian is here. Hello, Telian. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us today. And Sir AP says, Family values and love within the family is important to make a strong future for children. Yes,
Yes.
glad
Yes.
that this is you're supporting exactly what we are saying here. That comes first, in fact, before AI. Very,
Yep.
very, very good. Thank you so much. And young hearts, wow, the poets. Echo. Young hearts unchained, take to the breeze, with dreams unfurl, on wings that please. Let courage bloom, let worries cease. Soar high, dear child, find endless peace. Thank you so much for that.
Amen.
And Melanie Makano says, my day yesterday with 3 different webinars, creating a webinar for today and sharing privately, calls to 3 family members. There goes my day. This is always something to keep you busy. Yep, it's
Absolutely. Yep.
they're not busy. Remember, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So we'd rather be busy. This is good busy. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
And Rajit, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for being with us today. Hashtag unpassive. Good morning, good evening to all the respected panelists of the world. We love you too. And prayers. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And Nancy says, children who grow up with their parents' close family have 90% chances of success in life. So appreciate our children and teach them family and cultural values. They will do well. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And of course, our beautiful little girl, Saraj Babu, is here. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. And Melanie says, encourage facing fears gradually. Help children face their fears in a gradual and controlled manner. This can help them build confidence and resilience over time.
Yes.
Start with
Yes.
small steps. Very
Yes.
true. Thank you so much. Thank you, Melanie, for that.
Yeah.
And we have Brillia Mommy. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us. We have Fabian. My goodness, Fabian is here too. Thank you so much to the Mommy family for always being here together with us. We highly appreciate you. And of course, we have Ballyhoo Pushpin Media. Weeding My Garden. Sharon is here today. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for really teaching us in the Barat International Group this morning. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. Hashtag One Global Movement. And Melanie says, teach coping strategies. Teach children healthy coping strategies to deal with their fears. This could include deep breathing exercises, visualization techniques, or mindfulness practices. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep. And we have Cecile Wire. How are you, Cecile? Thank you so much for being with us today. We highly appreciate it. Come again and encourage others to come.
Yes.
And Elvie, oh, the mommies, all of them are here again today. Thank you so much, Elvie. The mommies, congratulations. I think you earned a star. We're going to give you a One Global Movement star for what you're doing to support children in the world. Thank you so much. Your presence, your contribution is highly appreciated. We love you. Thank you. And Sister Sharon says, Happy Victoria Day, Canada. Oh, wow. Happy Victoria Day. What does that mean?
No, we have a holiday today. It's Queen Victoria. We're still under the Commonwealth, kind of, and so we celebrate this day.
I'm
Yes,
not doing that here. Sharon, sorry. What is it about? I need to know the meaning of that.
Something about confederation. She was probably the earlier queen that talked about uniting the provinces or the whole country. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing. But we're an independent country now, even though it doesn't seem like it, but we are. So yeah.
Okay. Well, Victoria reminds me of one of the biggest towns in Cameroon, very productive, Victoria. Because they are naming things after their own, name it after the locality.
Yes.
Yes, because that is helping the children to understand their environment. You can impose on people. No, this is what we are talking about here. That is why when I see Victoria, I'm like, huh? Okay.
That happened a very long time ago, sister. So
Okay. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Very much on point, Sister Yvonne Mundih and Sister Yvonne Finn. Thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating us. And we have Sir AP says, born with hearts aglow, all pure and bright. No child deserves a world of biased sight. Let beauty bloom in every form, each hue, equalities embrace, a dream come true, all inclusion, choices, love, and all those embedded in that poem. Thank you so much. Uh-oh.
Can you not mute her, sister?
I did. Esther. Those kids, leave them. They are hungry.
Oh, dear.
Okay. And Ashok, Brother Ashok is here in the house as always. And thank you so much, Ashok. Let us always remember to write ONPASSIVE in big letters because we are the biggest in the world. So write big, and that is branding. Our CEO loves it that way, and we all love it that way too. It's our company. Let us write it in big letters, okay? Thank you so much for being with us, sir. And we always appreciate your contribution and your love. Thank you. And we have MD Polas Odin. How are you? Thank you so much, sir, for stopping by here and investing in children. We highly appreciate you. And Sir AP says, hello, Sister Sharon. AI can recognize health problems in children in early stages, and meditation treatment will become easy and effective. Yep. Early intervention is key, isn't it? Very, very important. Thank you. Yes. And it says, great session. I love hashtag One Global Movement. Global, right? And the unicorn, hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag Ash Mufare. Thank you.
Yes.
And through AR, augmented reality and virtual reality through AI helps children in studies and feeling the reality in distance. Example, a child sitting in African country can feel the Niagara waterfall from his home. Future tech. Yes, African is not a country, it's a continent. Yes, and that is surely true. And this can happen all over the world. Thank you so much for saying that.
Yes, we're all connected.
Yes. No geographical barrier, the way Mr. Ashmufara is doing it. AI can be interactive and fun for children, changing experience that open new doors, enhances the school performance, and help the parent challenges to overcome. Yes, I so love that limitation of no geographical limitation is so important, because imagine a child interacting from, say, in a country in Africa with a country in North America, with a country in Asia. Just imagine how many continents? 7 continents in the world. Just interacting together. That is the beauty of it. I so love that.
Absolutely.
Yes, dear sisters, the human touch and approach, first and foremost, effective, and have that incorporated with AI. Our children will be just fine. We are the adults, are their backbones. Yes, are their backbones. That is so true. And we have Rice Wall. How are you, Rice Wall? Thank you so much for being here today and for your contribution. We love you. We appreciate you. Fuchsia flower shape. Thank you so much. Come again. AI can make your same shape and your voice almost same too. Imagine. Be careful too. Some of the scammers, they're using AI to clone your voice so they can pattern your name. Be very careful. When you have the phone, we've been taught, because the government of this, the county here, the government, they put a booklet of all the different kinds of government scamming that are going on. Not the government, other people using government names to scam people. So they put it together. I brought one home, so I'm going to call for them to give us a booklet so we can use it for one global movement. They're going to say yes. Don't answer the phone by saying yes. Is this Yvonne Mundih? Who is this? That's what I will say. I'm not going to say yes. I said, who are you? May I know who you are, please? Or
Yes.
they will say, is that a yes? I said, my explanation to you, you have to determine if that is a yes or no. Because
Yes.
after yes, they go and take a credit card in your name and say, you said yes. Huh.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, it's being abused, this technology. But we knew that was coming, and we don't have any control over that, because everything that's come to the world has been abused from one side to the other. So we can't say throw away AI. We can't say we're not gonna, because that makes no sense, right?
No, we cannot. We have to use AI, and thank God that it is going to be safe, because ONPASSIVE is going to continuously monitor it, especially for the safety of these children. That is the great thing, because I think ONPASSIVE will be the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Those difficulties are going to be there, but they will be caught, most of them. And if they don't catch everything, not everything was meant to be caught, So
yeah, we're not perfect, right?
No,
but the standards are going to be very, very, very extremely high.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yusuf Ado, how are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. Say if it's a video or photo, whatever
whatever you want to copy is possible.
To copy is possible. Yes, the area where power is not available, we will definitely provide some alternative energy, like solar power and some new future methods.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yes, yes.
Not the kerosene lamp, right? The kerosene.
that won't work.
Yes, ChatGPT it simplifies literature on almost everything. We just have to proofread, lots of errors. Lol, it's only a machine. Yep. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you have to proofread it, but you also have to rewrite it. I always rewrite it in my own voice, the way I speak, because they use some of the same words over and over and over, because that's the word that they've known. Like they like the word delve into or things like that. And I don't really say that word. So I know the word that I would use when I'm saying dive into whatever it is, right? Yes. But yes, it's really learning at a remarkable pace, because now it's at 4.0 the last time I looked.
And it's a good thing, because plagiarism applies to ChatGPT too. You don't want to plagiarize things. You have to
replace it. Dr. Mundih, I have to disagree there, because of the prompt that you put in there, because of the prompt that you're putting, you will get a different response from somebody else. No people ask it the same thing the same way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you have to worry about it picking up stuff that you can't copyright. You know what I mean? If that's what you mean. You can't just be using other people's things without giving accreditation. So you have to watch for that, right? But it can't really plagiarize somebody else's stuff, because nobody speaks the same way. Nobody prompts it the same way.
Okay,
right?
Well, I think you're right. And then the thing is, like you say, some of those words, try to replace them with what you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Make it sound like you
words. Unless you want to learn the new words, but for me, I want to be me, uniquely me.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So anytime I write something, somebody will know, and they will say, "This Yvonne wrote this." They know how I speak, right? They know what I say.
Yes.
So I like that. So you have to always adjust it for yourself. But as the framework, it's good. You can't think where to start. You go and you put a prompt in and you say, "Oh," and then you run with that, because I can write. That's not the point. I'm not asking them to write for me. I'm asking them to start it so I can framework it out the way I speak.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So Ballyhoo Pushpin Media says 65% of students starting elementary school today will eventually work in jobs that don't exist yet.
Can you believe it? Wow.
I love O-Connect. Love One Global Movement. Global Pushpin Media. Yep, that is true. And you need to embrace this, because like some people are crying. It's not going to take jobs away. It's going to free you and give you better jobs. And you have the time to focus on your children and yourself.
Absolutely.
So
yes,
good.
Yes.
So
Dr. Mundih, some jobs should really go away. I was watching a movie recently, and it's called Life on the Line, and it's these people who work in the big fields where the electric is pumped from. It's a very dangerous job. When something happens up there, it's a human being that has to go up there and fix it. And so many of them lose their lives because if they make one mistake.
Yep. I've seen
and
that.
so you can see AI doing that, right? And nobody has to worry about, so what if the machine gets damaged? You fix it. But somebody's life, they leave work, they leave to go to work, and they don't go home in the evening to their families and their kids. So I can't wait for that to be a thing of the past.
You're even saying so, right locally.
Yeah.
We have the big sea in Cameroon. And there are people that go into water, they don't have the equipment to remove sand.
Yes.
They go in there by themselves, they dive under the water.
Oh my gosh.
The sand. They're still going on. It's still going on. You
Yes.
say, oh my God, the One Global Movement project in Cameroon, where we're going to build a commercial chicken coop.
Yes.
Do you know that if not of what I'm doing right now, One Global Movement, I could have bought concrete machine to break the concrete. They are doing it with their hands.
Yes.
Everything, and then they are climbing on these planks before they build the walls. I'm like, oh Lord, what is all this?
Exactly. And so now you know what I'm talking about. If those jobs should go, I don't care. Let them go away.
No, I don't care about that, because this sand thing, this man dived to go remove the sand. Guess what happened? The mud slide in the water covered him right there. He was dead.
Of course, you can see it happening. Absolutely.
Yes. So
yes,
it happens.
Absolutely. So that's right. I love that percentage. 65% of those jobs are going to be coming. They don't even exist right now.
AP, Japanese schools, food system mentioned above.
Oh, Japanese, he was talking about, he was mentioning something above. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Sir Epi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And then we have Joyed Up. Thank you so much for writing in Hindi. Sorry.
Fire. It's all fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay, we don't have Divya. Maybe the internet
Divya today, but it's the same thing over and over. It's fire.
It's the hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag CADMO.
Yes.
Very important. Thank you. We are almost there.
That's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have Praveen Kumar. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We love you. We appreciate you. Come again. The view cannot be on the platform here, but if you are in the chat, that's fine. Thank you so much to all my dear sisters, especially Sister Yvonne Finn. Belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
May God fulfill your days, all your days with dreams, big dreams.
Amen. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. And you're already doing it here anyway for the children.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, our brother Gutam is here. How are you, brother? Thank you so much for being with us here. We love you. Thank you. Hashtag ONPASSIVE is a hashtag big brand in the AI industry. It is. And it's going to be the biggest brand,
Yes.
Especially for
our that's why we should write it all in caps. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, in caps. Write it all in capital letters, okay? I think that's the essence of write it all in capital letters, just like that. ONPASSIVE. Everyone, ONPASSIVE. Write in big letters, please. Thank you so much.
Big letters, yes.
Oh, fire. You speak, I think you speak Hindi now too.
No, again with ChatGPT, I go to Google and I plug it in there and it translates it for me.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
It is. Okay. I love it.
Hashtag One Global Movement is wholeheartedly committed to uplift the children's future in all aspects. We have to support hashtag One Global Movement.
Yes,
thank you so much. Thank you. And Esther says, Sister Yvonne Finn, may God bless your life in abundance as you continue to navigate through life in styles. Love you, sister.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
And Jan says, once again, thank you all for your contribution to the discussion today. Yes. And tomorrow, if you can make it, we have a new family member that is joining One Global Movement. He is going to be taking the stage tomorrow. And when we have new people, we allow them to present, then we can contribute. But if it's just us, we just go in the discussion manner. So if you can make it tomorrow, one new person is joining our family here. And I got to speak to the daughter who is going to become one of the ambassadors by the grace of God.
Nice. Okay.
So thank you guys so much for being here. And we're going to sing a happy birthday. I wanted to pull a song from the thing, but copyright thing. I don't want to go there.
Yes, yes, I know. You have to be so
Yes,
careful. Yes.
yes, we must. Oh, Brother Kumar, the internet, you are so resilient and you are so determined. Yes, we
Yes,
must support hashtag One Global Movement. Thank you guys so much. Brother Kumar, do you want to sing a happy birthday song? Now that
no, stop it.
A very
Don't put the man.
happy belated happy birthday to
yes,
you, not Dr. Yvonne
yes,
Finn.
yes, it's
Yes.
in
Yeah, I
Oh,
got very,
God.
happiest, information through you that the new sister, I think, what you have said, Lerato Sedano, is about to come. Am I heard rightly?
No. Who is coming tomorrow?
No,
Who
it's
is the
Mr. Patha. Patha, I have to look at the name. It's a man. Mr. Patha is coming tomorrow. It will be a nice thing to come and support him.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Mr. Partha from India.
Yes,
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 yes. Do you know
Yes.
him,
Yeah,
brother?
I got it. I got
Okay.
Partha Pratim Sinha.
yes,
Partha
yes,
Pratim Sinha. His name is
Yes.
actually he
yes,
belongs from the Eastern India,
yes,
Northeast India.
yes.
Yeah,
He's coming, and he works
from
in a very
Assam.
good field for children, which is very good. Social work
Okay.
is very, very good. So it's gonna be
Okay.
great. So the managing director is just reminding everyone on passive hashtag on passive is in capital letters on Passilicious. So please let us try to write on passive in capital letters. And as I said, God bless you. And MD Manik, my love on passive. So Manik, we're going to write this here in big letters. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Founder Bangladesh. Yes. We love the Bangladeshi. Pretty soon I'll come and speak in Bangladesh. That is
Of
nice.
course. Of
Yes.
course.
And hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart. So thank you guys so much for everything. And we're going to sing happy birthday to our beautiful sister here, and then we will call it a day. Did you want to say anything for a second or so, Mr. Kumar, before we sing?
Yeah, I
If
just
you
want to say only one thing that have the spirit on because this spirit is, about to ignite the people's mind. And on passive is doing on behalf of everything we really want to do for changing the or transforming the the world. Because if you look at transformational process is just about to begin. So we must be very excited because that what you have just write that what is the fuel. So this is the fuel. We are about to receive the fuel. And when the fuel will come, definitely we will not only, nurture the peoples, nurture the, children, but in totality, we are going to give them a new hope, a new faith, and everything. So I'm very excited because, as you know, that from very recent time, it is about to come all the. So that's it from my side.
okay. Thank you so
I
much.
think some music,
It's a
started
fuel.
about it.
This is a
That's
global.
why I concluded myself.
It's a global fuel. Make sure you are hashtagging OnPassive with everything that you're doing. Hashtag OnPassive. Hashtag Ashmufara with everything that you're doing, because we are in the greatest empire of the world, but we are building it. So thank you guys so much. We're going to sing happy birthday. Let's sing happy birthday to Sister Yvonne. 1, 2, 3, go. Happy
Hold on a minute.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
Happy birthday,
to
Yvonne.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday
Yvonne Finn.
to
Happy birthday
how
to
old are
you.
you now? How old are you now? How old
May
are
God
you
bless,
now?
may God bless.
Happy birthday
God bless you now.
Hooray! Thank you. We thank God that you are
My
in our
only question is that where is the cake? Where is the cake?
Don't worry. One Global Movement is going to bring all the
Because
cake.
we have sung so beautifully. Now the cake is missing.
Guess what? We're going to arrange every
Birthday
year.
girl is with us.
One Global
Sorry?
Movement is going to bring all the cakes together once a year by the grace of God, so that we can cut all the cakes and everything.
Exactly.
One day. So we thank God. We wish you the very best, good health, long life, prosperity, and together
Oh,
we
I'm so
are
happy.
the world through ONPASSIVE. Thank you guys
Thank you.
so much. We love
Thank
you.
you.
Absolutely.
And
We love you.
And
Thank
until
you.
tomorrow, stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in an ocean of opportunities from ONPASSIVE. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very
And
much.
in endless possibilities.
Yes,
Thank you.
endless possibilities with ONPASSIVE.
Thank you. Thank you, John. John has put some
Bye-bye.
virtual.
Bye.
John has put virtual cake in the chat.
Oh, let me see the virtual cake. I'm putting it. Oh,
It
good.
was yesterday. When was the birthday?
That is,
Yesterday?
I'm taking a picture of the
On
virtual
Friday.
cake.
On
You guys
Friday.
do
On
that.
Friday.
You do this for the birthday.
Oh, on Friday.
Do this, Brother Kumar. Do this.
Yes.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm asking that when was the birthday
Do this.
Friday.
of
Friday.
our birthday girl?
Do this.
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
do this.
Friday. Okay.
Okay, do it, Brother
Okay.
Kumar.
Okay.
Bye. I'm
On
going
that
to
particular
out to
day,
eat
I
again.
think someone has.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do that hat.
Okay,
He's
everybody.
not listening.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, everybody.
Love
I'm
you.
off to
Bye-bye.
eat again. Hello.
All right.
Goodbye. I'm going out to eat again. So
I'm
the
going
eating
to
continues.
enjoy with your Tina Turner hair. Enjoy.
The eating continues. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
I
God
love
willing.
you.